Howdy. Okay, it looks like the stream's holding up. I just caught visual of it when it was not. Oh, morning. It's today. Wednesday, new comic book day. Alright. Oh. In no rush today. we got a bit of time. And I really want to get through this coffee. Anywho, let me get over here. Yeah, there you go. That's a bit better. One bad. This is a bit more personal. I don't know what I'm doing. In fact, that's a good point. Today, I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm likely we're gonna check because there's the three subjects, right? I'm continuing my consistent study, but there's maybe a couple other things we can talk about, which I'm excited for. But I'm gonna wait to see if anybody shows up in chat. So we're just gonna hang. I'm gonna drink this coffee out of this amazing mug. Yeah. And we'll go from there. Let's see if I can kick around alerts. Ooh, I like it. There we go. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we'll do that. I want to do that. Give it a second, folks. We'll actually be doing something. Great soundtrack. I have to wait for Steam to open. Yeah. Come on, Steam. Weird little... Maybe. Could be... Yeah. Okay. It's still not level, but it's closer. Alright, no, I've got the thing I want to drag. We're gonna wait till this track finishes, and then I'll show you. Just because it's a little awesome right now. Just a little too awesome. And then, of course, I have to turn it down, too, because I'm gonna have to really be speaking. Otherwise. Almost done with the coffee. Oh. Throw a little bit of organ in there at the end. Yeah. Wow. Alright. Alright. Here we go. So I like this quite a bit. About halfway through Well, I'm over halfway through of what's been released for One Piece. I'm on volume 56, right here. Ah! Ooh, ooh, yeah, okay. Um, volume 56. But this came up in volume, I want to say 54. He's talking to the first mate of the King of the Pirates, uh, the original King of the Pirates, Goldie Roger. Uh, Dark King Rayleigh. Uh, it's a good conversation. That's one of the thoughts that I had to save off of that. This was the second thought, or this was the first one I came across. I said, "Oh, that's great." He's talking to Nico Robin, and he is saying, "Well, I could tell you everything you want to know, but it's going to mean very little to you right now. But if you wait and go on an adventure and you find it out yourself, you'll probably understand it much better than we ever could." And that's what he's saying. It's like, no, Goldie Roger couldn't read this stuff. He couldn't, like, he's a pirate. He's not a scholar. He wasn't an educated individual. No. He was able to hear the voices of all the things in the world. That's all. He was a listener. And just that whole point of all of that, it really emphasizes just how excellent of a character builder Oda is. One of the greatest character builders probably ever put pen to page. Just love it. But anywho, folks, what I want to do, saved a lot of different stuff recently too. I had to. So these are personal scans I take out of the manga now. I used to just take pictures from my really cruddy phone camera as I'm reading moments I want to remember, but I've started scanning them so I can get that nice, pretty detail. But this one's a big one for me as well. Guts. When I think the Demon King. God, I forgot the country's name, but it's based on Hindu and Buddhist myth and a little bit of Islam as well. It's the big country that's raiding Europe and conquering it at the time Griffin comes back to liberate them from him, right? The nastiest of the apostles that were on Earth until Griffith shows up, basically. Guts say, I don't have the time. I couldn't care less about some feud between monsters. Go ask someone else. I don't know. Guts is brilliant. But anyway, what I wanted to do was cut out this quote right here, because this has been something I've resonated with before I even read Luffy saying it. In fact, I even had a thought that I ended up tweeting a while back, where it's like an artist is someone who looks at all of this, at creation, you could say, if you want to, and decides not to conquer, but instead to communicate. In this case, it's more like, I don't really want to rule over anything. I just don't want to be ruled over. That's what it means to be the Pirate King. To Luffy. That's his dream, to be the most free. And that's really important to me. I think it could be really important to quite a few other folks, but anyway, I want to cut out, edit, store. We're just gonna restore all this. And we'll restore Luffy's neck as well. I just wanted the background on. Then it's gonna be I'm gonna have to erase some things again too. So I'm doing this. It's fine. Seem to not get parts of the neck. Oh, there's other places I missed. Can't always tell. I'm still learning how to use so many of these tools, if I'm honest. And I got coffee in one hand, too. My hand was too heavy. Alright, let's... well, you know what? We can probably keep the brush that size, but... let's see if we can get rid of some of this... oh, this one will get hit. Ah, I love this track, too, but this one will get hit. It's alright. Alright. That might be good that I did that skip there. There you go. You can save it in the same place. No, I want it as a PNG. Save. Alright. I'm going to keep this on here for a while. So let me... let's go here. Yeah, it started with the saw last time and skipped it. I'm going to go... let's not do metal. Let's see if we can find something a bit more root. Next track. It's not that groovy. That's not groovy. It's not bad. Sorry, folks. Just trying to get in the zone. I want this to be possible on my stream, so we're gonna do it this way. Where would it would have saved probably in the same place? Yep. Man, very high def. Sucks it's gonna be squares. Not much I can do about that. Oh! Come on, folks. Don't really place to put it in, but for now. There. I gotta put it below some things. It's not in the proper position. Works. Now we'll go with this for now. For now, this is fine. Kind of like why I have this. It's just extra. Extra. I'm just gonna call it extra. I'm just glad to have that particular available. Let's just say that. All right. So that took all of a couple minutes. That's what I wanted to do. So that's fine. I don't know. That's there's been a lot of amazing panels in One Piece. But Luffy talking about his dream so directly, and his definition of it, means a lot. Because it's a very similar dream to what many have. Myself, I very much share in that dream, whether or not it's phrased as being the Pirate King, right? The concept of it. Ah, beautiful. You know, what did I title this? Studying, which is what I've been doing. Rhythm, which is, I think, a big part of it. You can call it pacing, right? You can call it quite a few different things in comics, but skip track. Oh, you're just not going to listen, huh? Is it not open? No, it's open. I guess it's just not. Nope, it's just not on the right microphone. Can I set it to have that always be the right microphone? Configuration. No. Okay, whatever. It's fixed now. Skip track. Thank you, my robot band leader. That's fine. Oh. So I guess the last maybe 4 of these streams I've been harping on the same things because they're what I'm wrapping my head around right now. And they're not. I don't know. So it has to do with again rhythm and adventure, as I put there, right? As I'm doing this work, as I continue to do this work and continue to try very, very hard to be to produce work at the very least, including things like this, that is something that I can be proud of and I can 100% stand behind with zero compromises. Understanding that there will be mistakes, but that those mistakes are to learn from, right? It's been a hell of a ride, and finding the balance right now between what I desire in terms of the overall mission of why I set out on this, that meeting the reality of actually doing it, for everybody, I would guess, is that's the crux of all of it, right? Like the collision of the dream and reality is what forges that experience, forges that adventure, and trying to figure out when to go with the flow and when to push has been very difficult. I think it's difficult for a lot of folks, but from what I found, because I try, I've tried pushing hard, I've tried being hands off, and neither approach is correct for every manifestation of it. And I found that when I push, it tends to not make too much of a difference. It just makes me feel like an asshole. Even when I'm doing it for the fact that time is limited, the fact that if you can produce more work quicker, your imprint on the zeitgeist and on the whatever medium and scene that you work within is going to be greater. It's just natural. There's a lot there that I'm like, well, I should be more hands-on. But at the same time, every time I've tried, this track's kind of interesting. It doesn't make a difference. It just ends up. Well, I can't say it doesn't make a difference. I think it's a nudge, right? It's a mental reminder to those that, in my crew, that you're doing things I can't do, and I'm trying to do these things that you aren't doing to make this whole thing work. And that balance can be very hard to sit with, I guess. And that bleeds into, rhythm, pacing, whether that's within your story, it's within your music, it's within your life. Uh, Finding peace in the rhythm that's both given to you and the ones you make, as well as working hard to forge better and stronger resonances from those rhythms and habits. Um, like that's the adventure, that's the mission, right? Um, and my problem, the one I'm wrestling with, that I've been talking about for weeks now on this show, I guess I'll call it, is because of that similar dream. I don't want to. Luffy wants to be at the top because he, as it says, it's the most free. It's not that he wants to have power over anybody else. It's he wants to have the most power over himself. I want to have the most power over my ability to manifest this work as I can. I want to have the strength and ability to tell these stories that mean a lot to me. To do so has been a consistent fight that twice now, over the last couple years, we shouldn't have won the chance to get back in the ring. Twice now we got the chance to get back in the ring the last day because this work somehow means something to other people as well as me. Crazy, I know. And it shouldn't. I can't say shouldn't. I don't see the picture big enough to make that blatant of a judgment. But it can be better than that. I just haven't figured out how. Just have not figured out how. I'm gonna give a second to check my audio because I love this. I love this track, but I'm also a very soft-spoken individual, so there's a good chance that it ain't coming through great. So let me see. Is desktop audio is not muted? So I'm gonna mute that real quick. We'll go, I guess, over to Twitch. Check. Oh, the song finished. Here you go. Okay. No. Pause this. Can I rewind a Twitch stream? No, so I actually have to go to YouTube. Okay. It's going to take longer than I wanted. Fun. That's okay. I'm going to rewind this. Let's go over here. Oh, the balance is fine. If anything, I'm a little loud. Cool. Excellent. We throw the playlist back on. We'll have it reset the random, just in case. Alright. But the manner of this, the crux of all of this is trying to learn patience when you are continuously gaining a greater understanding of the limits of time. I've had a couple, again, like, you can go look at this. I've had, probably this is the fourth stream of the subject, just mulling it over in my head, trying to figure out. Okay, I don't know if I'd count that two. Okay, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. I mean, folks are interested. maybe you'll see if I figured anything out between all of these. But we have today's, we have yesterday's, which was very similar. This one not so much. That one not so much. This one was like the first. That and then this was the big. This was one where that was the specific goal I decided to stream because of it, trying to figure it out. Story structure and the limits of time. That's me talking about directly as the work, right? This is about 12 to get to volume 56 of One Piece is about 12 years for Oda. But that was 500 chapters, which are about 19 pages apiece. 500, what 30 chapters I'm on right now? 543 chapters is where I'm at right now. That was about 11 years Oda working on it. Releasing a chapter a week pretty much consistently for 11 years to get to where he is within the story, which is the first big crux of Luffy. I mean, Luffy's had a lot of growth already, but it was the first. It's working towards the first big like step into his understanding of what it will take and what it means to become the king of the pirates. He had this planned out since the beginning, right? And Oda. I don't have the time to produce 543 chapters, let alone the thousands, or the 1,000 and change that he's going to need to finish this. I think he's at 1,000 chapters now, right? I'm only a little bit over halfway through what's been released. And it's an amazing, wonderful epic of a story that hits so many similar beats that I wish to hit. And rather than being discouraged that the work exists that hits the beats I want to probably better than I ever could, it encourages me that there is space for those beats to be hit. Skip track. Okay. And within those beats, I think there's ways for me to specifically communicate it from my perspective in ways that simply nobody else could. And so that is unbelievably heartening. The fact that I have ways to see how it's been done before, unbelievably heartening. But the time I have left. So it'll take Oda up to 30 years to finish One Piece. That's my guess. I think it's going to be a little under, probably 5 or 6 years under, for him to have finished One Piece. We're getting close, but that's not time I have. Yo, Max said, welcome. We're just rambling on the same shit I've been rambling for quite a few streams because it's where I'm at right now. I know the immediate steps and I can't take those steps yet, right? I know the next steps. I know what's coming up, but I can't take them because I'm working through stuff that's even closer right now. So I'm trying to figure out like what the most people call the magnum opus is, what the point of what I'm doing and stepped into this whole arena. The best expression of that I can take for the longest time. I had originally thought it was going to be Jack Irons in this IronVerse Comics multi-title expression, and that is manifesting much to my amazement. But the ways in which it actually has been able to do not match the original intent. And I think that's really good because the original intent was naive and next to impossible from ground up with the resources and standing I had. So moving that away to where I am now with a better perspective of what I'm able to do, I've been just trying to figure out how I can. To be honest, I'm kind of stuck because there's no movement I can make on it except for to start scripting way ahead, which I don't like doing because those scripts tend to not be as representative of what I need to say at the time they are actually being produced. But to be fair, the first couple Jack issues are based on very old scripts, so it's pretty funny to me. I don't know. Again, I'm just rambling. Oh, right on, right on, right on. Enjoy, and good on you. Take care of your kiddo. I'm just rambling, enjoying the space, and putting, again, very similar thoughts down once again until I reach what I need to, which is, it's primarily patience. It's primarily patience. That's the main thing that needs to occur. Turn me down just a little bit. It's very difficult to be patient when you have an actual perspective of how long the kind of stuff you need to say would take if you're going to take a similar path to someone else who said it their own way, in a quite amazing way. Then the other one, its big one, is Berserk, and it's ending before, Yora's ending before his story ended. That's a big wake-up call for a lot of folks. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So Max here said he can't script anything until the initial alchemy, in quotes, is sort of finished on something. I consider the entire creative process to just be alchemy, especially when it's collaborative. So yeah, you are combining different ingredients to manifest something else. You're turning lead into gold. Or it'd be turning lead and copper and zinc, all that to a pot into gold. But I get what you're saying. I do. It very much is that way. For me, again, my process with my current team is like that. I'll script, goes to Maxie, works his magic, then it comes back to me and I rescript, polish, as it were, to shine it and make sure that there's no what he saw from reading my script and what I intended doesn't get in the way of what the reader actually gets out of it. So I try and bridge that gap even more, smooth out rough edges in between what he saw out of it and what I intended. There can be rough edges out of that because he sees these things different than I do, usually in a way that can tell a story much better than I can, in terms of layouts. He's a director, right? Screenshots, angles, right? The moments, beats. That really can change up what a script is communicating or had intended to communicate. And so I work my best to make sure that what he got out of it and what I got out of it is communicated together in the clearest possible way without disjointing it. So that's the final step that I do. And yeah, you can call that out. Would be the final part where you polish it before you send it out. But it is tough. That being said, my co-editor over here at IronVerse Comics, who does Cactus Coyote, Mr. Dollar Coins, crazy. He has 20 arcs. They're plotted out. He has got most of the scripting for those 20 arcs done. I can't tell you how many issues per arc, but there's quite a few. He tries to work, I think, up to 144 pages per arc, so it's kind of a graphic novel per arc. About 6 to 7 issues of a comic per arc. Very different mindset of creation than I. He needs to write. He needs to put these things to pen as soon as he has it in mind. He needs to write. For me, it's I need to write when I need to write, not I need to write as part of who I am. It's just an expression of creativity in which I understand how to manifest other work out of. It's not my end goal so much for personal fulfillment. honestly, I don't like writing so much, but I'm always happy to do it. And welcome, Michael. It has been a while, hasn't it? Glad to see you. Glad to see you stopping on in. I don't know why the music stopped. I guess my band leader decided it was done, so we're gonna move on over to something with a bit more energy. That has more energy. All right. But yeah, it has been a while. I'm streaming significantly less. This is the first time in a few weeks I've done 2 streams in a week. Used to, and there's some weeks where I stream all the time. I got burnt out during the campaign stream. Terribly burnt out. I can say I only had one stream I didn't enjoy being part of, but it was still very, very burnt. Like I did, counting my own streams, I did well over 60 in 60 days. So crazy. But yeah, we're just rambling today. Talking about things I've been talking about the last few streams because it's the same obstacle, the same puzzle that I'm trying to work out, and it's not something that can be worked out. I like that phrasing. I'll get to that. It's the same puzzle to work out that I've been working on for a while, but I figured out the perspective in which I need to look at this puzzle, but now it's taking time to look at it this way and ramble it, right? So these are helping me do that. It allows me to, quote-unquote, perform, put out content for you folks. Whether or not people love it, it is what it is. I appreciate it and enjoy it. But you got to get more people to do as you command. And even then, if you have the kashish artists, whether they're writers or line artists or animators or artists, just the general catch-all term that I work with. Cash doesn't move as many mountains as a honest and genuine desire to produce the work, and having the time to do so alongside your family or your other work and all these other aspects. So I get it, but yeah, it would help. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of passive things that could be within my toolkit too that are just simply not there because of the associations and decisions I have made. But you work with the toolkit you got, you work towards better tools, and you maintain the ones you already have, right? And that's works for me. You're very right, Michael. You got to get business people to do as you command. The artist cannot be mastered. Yeah, see, I'm the main business person in all of this. And the dollar coins works very hard on these angles as well. But we're also both artists at the same time, so but you're right. It would be good to have more logistics kind of people, those kind of thinkers, which I am not. I can think very practically and earnestly, but that doesn't usually. It can apply to business and it can be helpful, but it's not like the be all end all of doing it. Like not even close. Like it can be a hindrance in some cases. But yeah. It's a wild thing. It would be nice. But again, the cash would help. And I'm lucky to be where I am that I'm not worried about losing the roof over my head, and I can do this work and lose money, which has kind of been what it's been. But it has allowed me to produce work. So I'm happy with it. I'm not like super pleased, because if I was making large enough profits, the business itself would grow instead of simply exist, which existing is a hell of a thing. Get some management types who are on a leash to get a payout if it's a hit, right? That'd be nice. In fact, that's the role I'm right now doing for Working Publishing, is their new social media managers. First consistent gig comics. I'm a little over 2 weeks into that gig. About 2.5 weeks into that gig now, actually. I've been enjoying it. It's a real simple gig for what I'm doing. I'm not. The demand of it isn't insane, which is good. It's basically just a little bit on top of what I always do anyway. So it was natural. So I applied for it. Definitely aggressively. But there's just so many angles. And it would be nice to have that kind of thinker on board, but we don't. We don't have that kind of thinker. So again, you work with what you got until you can get more. I am not up to current in One Piece. So on the anime, I got partway through Fishman Island. I haven't seen Luffy and such beat the guy who's trying to either kill or kidnap the princess. The guy who can throw anything and it'll go exactly where he wants it to go. That's the Devil Fruit. I forgot what it was called. That's where I'm at in One Piece, like overall understanding the story arcs. I'm further in the anime. Right now, I am chapter 56. In Impel Down, or volume 56. I'm in Impel Down, so I'm about a little over halfway through to current on printed. I have the series. I'm digging through it. 543. I think I looked chapters in, so just a little over half. So I got a while to go and a lot to read. But I'm close to catching up to where I was, and once it's all new stuff, I'm gonna be pretty stoked. I've heard Dressrosa is excellent. I've heard the if that's the Don Flamingo arc, I heard is really great. Um, I'm excited to get up to that. Might be the Wano arc though. I don't know. The names on the spines of what the arcs are called sometimes differs because they're like the New World arc is like a ton of different arcs as far as I can tell. So it's very difficult. Okay, so Dressrosa is the Don Flamingo. Okay, cool. I'm excited because man, even like as far as I got, they built up Don Flamingo pretty good. It's like one of the nastiest bastards on the planet. So I'm excited. I just love seeing Luffy hit those assholes in the face. Like that's consistent with this. Is Luffy challenges the status quo and the established authorities, consistently and with heart and with genuine like facing the evil established within the systems. It's just amazing. So I took the I try and save some panels and stuff as I'm reading just to remind me of moments and things I really enjoy. So that's what that Luffy panel down there is for. It's the first time he really defines what it means to him to be the Pirate King, and it's a wonderful definition that I think it resonates extremely with me, but I think it can resonate with a lot of people. Again, the Maestro turned off the music. Maestro, thank you. Play the music. Yeah, you guessed that he'd say something like that? Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. I've got a lot to catch up on, which I'm really excited I have all of it. I was waiting for one volume forever to fill in a gap so I could start catching up again. And I think by volume 64, I hit that gap again where I need 3 volumes. They're on their way, allegedly, but One Piece got relatively expensive with the manga drought. Um, and so it's taken some time to get a hold of these things practically. Um, but I'm getting there. I think once I get that 64, 65, 66 omnibus in, then I've got a straight run till volume 99. And then volume 100 comes out next month. So I should be caught on the printed stuff, English printed releases. I don't know. I don't think I'll have that by then. So I don't know. This year I should catch up at least. Hopefully before winter. I'd like to catch up. But I did catch up on Berserk. That was one I was really, really looking forward to catching up. And I've read Berserk now twice with like 5-volume difference in this latest reread. And that was another big one that hits different notes in a much different way, but equally tackles a similar mission to that which I wish to tackle. So most of these streams have been talking about my study. That's what I've been doing. Is studying pacing more than anything, story structure, characterizations, uh, and the resonances that matter the most to me within these grand epics that I have no time to emulate. So I have to figure a way to condense those messages into something more consumable from my current standing and ability. And so that's what I've been doing. It's a hell of a thing. It's a hell of a thing. But yeah, I'm so excited to catch up. One Piece. I'm almost at the Paramount War, and I remember loving that in the anime. So I'm really excited. The end of the Paramount War, like they keep you on that leash. Like, is he gonna be able to do it? Is he gonna be able to do it? No. Like, ouch. So I'm excited to see how it's paced in the anime directly from Oda, or paced in the manga directly from Oda compared to the anime, which really good. But of course, it's different. It's a different medium. And even Oda, as he talks through these, and it's one of my favorite things, is his SBS section, the letters to Oda section, when he talks about that stuff, production, talks about how the bridge between anime and what he's doing, or he was just talking about Strong World, the first One Piece movie, right? How he wrote it, all that fun stuff. Like so I love those bits in between as well. I think they add a lot of depth to it. And again, by volume 56 or so, I'm about 12 years into Oda's work. Week in, week out, 19 page. Insane. Just insanity. And again, it's just no way an individual like myself can emulate that. Even if I could sit down and draw as much as he could. There's just no way. And somehow he still finds fun and love for not only his work, but for the fan base. Again, with that SBS corner, consistently communicates just fun and love and enjoyment for what he's built and what he does. It's very cool. I want to see as it goes on and hits another 10, 12 year mark by volume 100 to see if the mood has changed any. I'm really excited for that. Again, creepy music. Let's not do creepy music. Let's do something not creepy. It's not creepy, but it's not good. Give me some funk. I want some funk. Just no, huh? I could finish the playlist or something. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. And just for stopping and saying howdy. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Thank you for sticking around and watching my weird shenanigans and supporting the work we put out. Means a lot. It really does. Thank you. Have a great one. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing here. I'm gonna go up here. Oh. Alright, that finishes the coffee section of Coffee, Cody, and Comics. No more coffee, and I don't want to get any more. Not only was the coffee cold, but it wasn't that good. But it's better than some of my coffee. This is true. Okay, that's cool. Some point, there's a couple streams I need to do focused on companies. Oh, let me read this. We're gonna mute this shit for me to read this. Michael says he still remembers reading the first bit of my work, and you were in a weird space, kind of loopy, and it's sort of melded in with a lot of other stuff on TV and social you're watching. It's a strange experience, but you know you have something going on, and I want to see your in real life epic art. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still here. 4 years in doing this crazy thing. About 5 years in doing it on social media and selling it and working with artists, just being part of the actual community. If we go from the start of Jack as a gestation, it's been about 16 years. If we start at me working with a partner and actually manifesting comic pages, it's been about 7 years. And I don't plan to stop it. I don't plan to change the sigil that I work with, i.e., Jack Irons, and the concepts and ideas within. But I do intend to redirect and change its energy flow to be something more potent as soon as I can. But as you say right there, the real trick's to keep at it. That's a big thing. Like I put that in issue number 1. Tenacity gets you through anything. That was that it was a mission statement. One of the three mission statements I was aware enough to put in the work since the beginning. And so if I give up, then of course the whole thing will collapse because I built it to do so if I were to. So yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm glad it hit you at an interesting time, and I'm glad my own personal arc is something of interest. It certainly is to me. Am I missing anything important? No. Okay. Good stuff. All right. Give me some good tunes. Give me something good. When I turn this on, just give me something excellent. This isn't excellent so far. Very disappointed. I'm super disappointed. Not gonna give me anything excellent. We'll just throw on some metal. So we heard that track already. Sure, this is excellent. Let's go with it. It's weird. All right. Let's go over here. What a weird track. Okay, I'll take it. Uh, I don't even want to talk about that part of the work. No, no. Oh. One more bit. Okay. Let me turn down this very chaotic track for a second. Okay. One more bit. You've been keeping a bit of a diary about your own epic arc. Good. That's always good. Just short 1-minute videos about what you're working on each week. Good. I mention it not to promote yourself, but because you think that format would be good for me. Appreciate that. And would love to sit down and binge 6 months of updates in a half hour. It's fair, because most of my updates are 2 hours, right? And there's only like some sections that you'd be interested in. If I felt up to it, I could break down prior videos into smaller snippets, right? And then combine those into something like that. That way we wouldn't be starting fresh. But starting fresh isn't a bad idea either. Nonetheless, that is a great idea. That is a great idea. Yeah, YouTube Shorts format, which is less than a minute long. Yeah, exactly. Anything I've done like that recently has been just like trailers for my work, right? No, I think people would appreciate that. So, I do have something coming in that would facilitate that in a much better way. I have a camera coming in, so I can take things with me and record things. 'Cause my phone camera is just, it's a very cheap phone and a cheaper camera in it, and like it worked fine, but I would like something that I really want to do, right? I don't really want to use and appreciate. So I did get another cheap camera, but it's significantly better than my phone camera. So that would allow that, and I could just take it with me, like I have a note or I have something I want to say, click, and then edit, upload, whatever. So maybe that is like a good bridge for that, because I think people would appreciate that, and it would allow easier content to come out consistently. I want to talk because I would appreciate that. I have much stuff, and I know how to edit. I'm not great. I've been working on it as the trailers kind of show, and I hope they've improved over time. But like, there's only so much time in the day. But yeah, okay. I will hit you up if you want to get to me sooner than that. IronVerseComics@gmail.com would probably be the best place to at least have a consistent connection. Otherwise, I'm always on Twitter. I do a lot of business through that, which is dumb, but but it works. I don't know if there's a message system on YouTube or Twitch, but if there is, that's a place. Just shoot me an email. Perfect. And I would love to, because I would love to put more content down on the channel, even if it's simply remixed or cleaned out content. That would be incredible, honestly. In fact, I've asked, the last time I asked for a video editor, I got like a 50-year-old kid who was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to add that spectrum to my work." And then I never got like anybody else. So I figured out how to edit, right? So I was like, okay, nope, let's do this myself. And then I just very rarely do it, and I certainly haven't edited previous work much. So no, that'd be incredible. Yeah, let's chat. IronVerseComics@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing that. I will put it into chat. This is for anybody. Like, this is all general questions or anything. This is the business email to talk with us at IronVerse Comics. It's totally like that's where you do it. Hopefully it does go. It went through YouTube. It didn't go through Twitch. Well, that's helpful for you because I was shooting it to Twitch. Maybe because Twitch doesn't allow that kind of link. That's annoying. But yes, IronVerse Comics, gmail.com. You got it. All right, I'll take it. But yeah, I'll show you. It did not go through. Say, X did not go through on Twitch, but it went through on YouTube. The infinite me's. All right. But yeah, no, that would be incredible. Even just small things once in a while would make a massive difference. I know adding a animator to our team has made a massive difference for me and my enthusiasm and in the work. So being able to do a few different things like that would be incredible, but I'd also want to be able to some way compensate you for your time. So we'll have that discussion and see what can be done. Because yeah, that would be great. I'd love to build this channel into something people want to engage with instead of something people sometimes engage with because they feel like it. And that could certainly be part of it. I think all our contact stuff is actually on IronVerseComics.com as well if people are looking for their favorite platform in which to get a hold of us. I don't have my email on there. We're going to fix that right now. I don't really want to. So I don't think I can share it, but maybe I can. Because I just don't want to dox any of our customers. And the Shopify interface makes that really easy to have. Oh no, this should be fine actually. Still be dumb, Cody. Be fine. Alright. So then we go to the main menu, and then we go over to contact, which is dumb. I don't have the email on there. Add a menu to contact. Email. Yeah, I mean all the letters are there, but that ain't how you spell it. I guess I just put this. And we'll just have to try it out. Mail 2. Boom, and then we'll put that up on top. That is so long overdue, I'm ashamed of it. Then I'm going to check if it works. God, I'm very ashamed that hasn't been. I hadn't even thought to add that to the contact section. Oh. Oh, it's years now. Okay, email. And it opens up Outlook, but you know, that should work for people. Might not be like what they want, but it'll work. All right, cool. Well, that's done. Email's on there now after years. No, I think there were other ways to contact us on here as well. So like that would lead to the email, but that was just like it's so dumb. It's so dumb that wasn't on there before. Oh well. Stupid is, stupid does. Mama always said. Okay, how much time do I got? Been here an hour. I've got up to 50 more minutes at most before I gotta go do the other job I got. Right now I'm doing 4 jobs. Half of them are comic book related, which is nice, but the other half very much isn't. So gotta do one of those. By about 1 o'clock I gotta head out. So that is 55 minutes from there at most. So 50 minutes would be best. Oh, okay. He's going for it. There's a couple of these. Let's see. Beep beep. I don't know about this track. I don't know about it. It's fine though. So we did kind of talk about it. We talked about the things I wanted to talk about. Studying. I'm right now knee deep, waist deep, hell, chest deep into One Piece. Studying. In terms of characterization, both in character designs and the expressions of their actions and dialogue, just incredible. The notes he's able to hit, where the adventure has been going on, you know, even up to volume 56 has been going on for a long time, but it doesn't feel like it's been going on a long time, but it feels like a lot has been done. The characters have interacted and grown. The comedy beats he's able to hit, I mean, just a masterclass. There's a reason it is still basically the #1 piece of sequential art on the planet. But I know why it wouldn't be for some folks. I really do. Not only is it a hell of an endeavor to undertake and read, which is never what he wanted, which is funny because it is exactly what happened. He states multiple times, like, I never wanted it to be so much that people couldn't get into it, but it happened, Oda. Even at $10 a volume, this would be $560 where I'm at, right? Like, yeah, and that's not exactly where it's at. That's something I don't want either, right? I want you to be able to pick up like a graphic novel or an arc of Jack or whatever I'm going to call the next thing. And I've been working on been mulling over titles on this next expression of IronVerse Comics, and I got one I kind of like. But we'll see. I don't know if it's good enough. But it's heading towards the direction I want it to be, which is less directly focused on a single character. That's one of the big things I'm trying to do. Like, even Berserk isn't... It's Guts' story, but it's not solely focused on him at all. It's a lot of different characters and how they interact and grow alongside Guts, right? That's something Jack has not had. And that's one of the angles I really want to work on integrating. Because that's... of most of the stories I really enjoyed and would allow me to not only feel okay putting, you know, money into the hard copies of these kind of things, but it adds so much to the overall communication of the artist and his messages to the reader, and allows so much more freedom of mobility within those messages that I basically flubbed up on starting, and so that's part of the hard reset is that.
I've been able to introduce these characters. It's not going to be a hard reset. It's going to be a soft reset, honestly. But man, that's a little while out, depending on if number 4 is super well received and is able to reinvigorate interest within our work. And then I'm able to finish 5 and 6 a little bit faster. I'd be a happy man. Let's just say that. 5's going to be the most difficult comic I've ever had to write. To get it correct, because it's super emotional and personal, issue 5. And then issue 6 is kind of what'll lead to this soft reboot. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But issue 4 is my first. Issue 3 was kind of the bridging of the gap of everything I learned on the journey. Issue 4 is the first true expression of that, and freeing myself from the shackles of my original intent. So I'm excited to see how people receive issue 4. But still got time on that. I'm trying to push it quicker without being an asshole. And without forcing things to happen, which could make them could make the expressions much worse. So it's frustrating, but doable, and it just requires a lot of patience. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, I've been harping the same few notes the last few streams, and I'm very aware of it. But you folks are stuck with it until I find peace with this concept by seeing the path forward. I have the opening scene, what I want to do, because it's an homage to another very well-known Western epic, and it's the right place to begin it. So I have the opening scene. I know what I want to do with what would almost be issue 7 of Jack Irons, but it's not issue 7. It's the start of something. Yeah. Man, I'm so excited for it, because it is the path I need this work to take. But gotta get there. And I'll write it when I feel like it. I also got to figure out the length. If I want to do, instead of doing smaller, these 32-page story content, 48-page issues, which are relatively expensive to produce anyway, do I want to do a series of graphic novels? If I could fund 300 pages, I would do a 300-page volume. I don't think we'd get one page a day. I don't think I could get any of our current artists to be able to commit to that level of production. So the other option is you fund the graphic novel, length of story, you fund that, but then you release it as chapters, right, throughout the year, digitally and printed. That would be the go-to. That would be the apex of what I'd like to do. But I need an artist that's able to keep up with that. Because if they're able to keep up with, then I will be forced to. And then the entire production takes on new life. And that's what it needs. So, I don't know. There's a couple frank discussions I've got to have. And a couple of them would be much better in person. And there's a possibility I'll be able to do that soon. But we'll see. We'll see. Many big dreams, only so much time. God, what would that cost? Yeah, see, to fund that, that's not possible. Well, it's not likely. Even really big names with good support cannot hit that. How would I do it? I don't know. It's just more parts of this puzzle. It's the Rubik's Cube. I'm trying to find where sides will match, and then you'll get a side in a match, and the other side like won't match while that side's matching with how you have it, right? This is what it is. Oh well. But yeah, to fund that is crazy. If I could draw, it's fundable. But I couldn't ask an artist either to wait for that. So I don't know. I don't know. If I had the talent, maybe. Or if I had a hell of an investor that's like, yeah, I'll lean all of this into you. Let's see what we can do. That would be incredible. I don't know. Eh. Okay, comic. Oh. Sounds very much like a Sonic track. But I don't remember having a Sonic track on here. Maybe I did. What time we got? Yeah, okay. A bit. We got a bit more time. That's how much time we got. Oh. Bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. I knew that drum roll was coming. It's great. No. Go off. That's fine. Actually, let's undo that. Let's reopen this sucker. Let's tweet it on out. See if we can get another individual in here. Unlikely. Well, why not? Ah. So many pointless aggressive lines based on assumption and association. Love comic book social media. There's so much of it I really do. But that specific aspect of it, which is basically in any type of artistic expression, it sucks. It sucks so bad. Oh, what happened there? No, you need to charge. You need to be charging for it. Enjoy that camera shake. That was free. Yeah. Oh, good stretch. I thought about doing that. I guess I could. I'd almost rather have that be its own thing. Both of those. So I mentioned earlier, there are 2 streams I want to do, and I think I'll do them in streams. And their own thing. Based on companies. There's 2 companies in particular. One which I currently work for. And then another which I have found very close association with and really appreciate. I'd like to sit down and actually just spend a lot of time focusing on it. One of them is going to have some more negative discussion at the same time as why I appreciate it, and the other is going to have a little bit more focus on the aspects I really enjoy that they're doing different than any other. But I don't want to do that right don't think I could give either justification in 30, 35 minutes or so. So, not going to do that. Might call it a little bit early. Because, yeah, I think I have ran out of things to talk about. There's some grooves. Oh, this playlist. Oh man. That's a great bass tone. Hope the next track's good. Wait. Oh. 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 Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Let's switch to something a bit common. It's good. I liked it, but probably need to chill a little. Chill. That's wrong. Ah, man, still a bit about the time here recently is things be crazy out there. Globally, things be crazy. All kinds of crazy. Rolling out tanks to protect the banks. China, you crazy. Alright, let's go here. Yeah, sure. Oh, apologies for that sniff. I'm probably gonna sneeze too, actually. Enjoy that sneeze. There you go. That was free of charge. Enjoy. The Shishi stuff's great. I really like it for drawing. Super peaceful. It's just like bells, like ambiance. It's good stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go over here. Ooh, update 2. Cool. Here. Oh, yep, he did. Oh, dope. Okay. Well, that's a new door that opened. I'm excited to walk through. That's the one that, man. Okay, I can't even like explain the amount of doors that came out of nowhere and opened up during this whole journey. Crazy. Opportunity finds those when they're ready for it. Quite often, as long as you can recognize it and are willing to take whatever price or cost it may incur. Hell of a thing. So I'm excited for that. When do I get that new camera? I'm excited for the camera too. I don't know if the camera has a mic. Come to think of it. So yeah, but actually let me check out if that camera has a mic or if I need to buy like a separate. I doubt the mic's very good, to be fair. If it does it have a mic? Features. Okay, I don't care about multiple languages. It's got a much better screen. Or it's a better camera, right? Okay, let me look. Nope. All right. That's pretty chill. It's closer to what I'm looking for. Okay, now. That's what it would be, wouldn't it? Even if it has. It's. Can't believe I just thought about that. It's another one of those things that was like, you really should like consider that right away. It needs to be tiny. Not just put, it needs to be right. If you get cheap ones, that might be better than nothing. Collar clip. Yes, this is close to what I'm thinking. Oh, it is tiny. Okay, but like how? Oh, I see how that one works then. The band leader wanted to step in there. I'm not sure what it had heard, but it decided, nope, you're playing that. Does it have... Oh, I might have to look for like... well, let me... kind of a pain, but duplicate this. Oh, we hit an hour and a half. I can quit now. Skip track. This sounds like Mickey. Oh, it does get. Does it show the side of it? Yeah. Oh, it does have a mic. Okay, I don't know what the quality would be like, but that could work. Okay, it does indeed have a mic. Let's say anywhere in the specifications had a mic, but one of the pictures shows where the mic is. I was going to be very surprised if it didn't have a mic, but... Doesn't look like it has USB-C. Does it have USB-C? Open image in your tab. Get right up in there. Is it USB-C or is it USB, like USB? Ah, it doesn't say. Okay. My idea might work. Oh, no. We need to reopen it. Let's look if it says in the specifications. No, it's 2.0. It's just normal USB. Yeah, it's just regular USB. Let's see. That wouldn't work. That one might, though. Surprising. Okay. Is that also USB-C then? I don't care about that. It would tell me the thing, the information I want to know. USB-C. Yes. Alright, I'll have to wait till I get the camera in. That's alright. First couple could be with a shitty camera mic. That's alright. Or I could use this mic, but then I might as well do it like this, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The point of this portable camera is so I can do stuff outside. There's some cool stuff I could do. So, all right, we'll just wait and see. Just wait and see. Okay. Skip track. That's what you get for my type of typing. So it's what you get. Okay, folks, you know what? 35 will do. I've got other things I got to do before I got to go, and I did run out of things to talk about. Like, I'm just doing my work now, which is fine, but not exactly what I'll be doing on stream at the time. So, I'm going to call it. Appreciate you folks for joining me. I didn't say howdy. I'm Cody with IronVerse Comics. Now I have. So that's done. Appreciate you folks, and I'll catch you later. Adios, amigos. Vaya con Dios. Catch you later.